Before you head out to the stunning shores of Port Aransas, Texas, it's crucial to understand the beach rules to avoid potential fines, which can reach up to $500. Misunderstanding the flag warning systems or even parking permit requirements could not only lead you to financial penalties, but it could also jeopardize your safety and the enjoyment of others. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you through all the essential guidelines from parking to permitted beach activities, ensuring that you have all the information for a safe and enjoyable visit to Port Aransas Beach. So whether you are returning to my channel or you're new, welcome. I'm Lezli Milner, a local real estate agent serving Corpus Christi and the surrounding areas, and I create weekly content offering valuable insights into the coastal bend real estate market and the daily lifestyle here. So with that said, let's get into the information. That way you can have a stress-free beach experience in Port Aransas, Texas. Maintaining a safe, clean, and enjoyable beach environment is very crucial for all the visitors that come to Port Aransas. And all the beachgoers are required to adhere to the local, state, and federal regulations to ensure the safety of visitors and to preserve the natural beauty of the coastline here. And just note that the beach does have a strict 15-mile-per-hour speed limit to protect both visitors and the wildlife. And another thing to take note of is glass bottles or containers are prohibited to prevent injuries and to keep the beaches safe and clean. And additionally, driving in the dunes is strictly off limits to protect our coastal ecosystem. So if you do encounter wildlife, such as a stranded turtle or nesting sea turtles, please call the Turtle Hotline. You can find their phone number in the description below. And remember, feeding wildlife like seagulls is harmful and it should be avoided. Now, these rules are in place not to just protect our environment here, but to ensure every visitor has a wonderful experience at Port Aransas Beach. Now, let's get into the specific guidelines for beach parking and the permits to ensure that your visit is as fun as possible. Beach parking in Port Aransas requires a parking permit for all motorized vehicles, and this parking permit costs around $12, and it's valid until December 31st of the purchase year. So it is important to note that only motorized vehicles need a parking permit. So if you have a pull-behind trailer, they are exempt from having one. You can purchase these parking permits at local convenience stores, grocery stores, or even the city offices in Port Aransas. And you're going to have regular beach patrols to ensure the compliance of the parking permits. And vehicles parked without a permit or they're improperly parked may face fines up to $500. And just know that there are limited free parking spots available on the beach, and they are between the South Jetty and the Horace Cadwell Pier. And you also have free parking between the mile markers 52 and 58. Now, these spots tend to fill up pretty quickly, and to avoid the hassle and potential fines, it's highly recommended to get a parking permit before heading out to the beach. After securing your parking permit, if you are planning to camp on the beach, there are specific guidelines that you need to follow. All RVs and trailers must be parked perpendicular to the Gulf of Mexico, and both RV and tent camping are limited to 3 nights within any 21-day period. And additionally, camping must not be done within 25 feet of either edge of the driving lane or in any location that would impede traffic or create an unsafe condition on the beach. It also is important to note that there is no camping allowed on the county portion of the beach, and this runs from the South Jetty all the way to mile marker E. And for vehicle usage, remember that vehicles should not exceed the posted speed limit signs, and they must remain in the designated driving lanes. Now, there are stakes that are installed from the South Jetty all the way to mile marker 19, and this is to separate driving lanes from the recreational areas to enjoy. Now, parking is only allowed on the roadside of these stakes, and no driving is permitted inside of them except north of the pier in the county section. Now, some of these stakes are topped with red paint, and this is to tell you that these are no parking zones, while The blue top stakes indicate handicap accessible facilities near the Avenue G entrance and at mile marker 17. You should also be aware that there might be temporary restrictions implemented during the peak seasons or even during special events and holidays to ensure safety and accessibility for all the visitors. And as you plan your beach visit, it's essential to understand the guidelines around alcohol consumption to really ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone. Now, alcohol is permitted on the beach, but it is important to remember that glass containers are strictly prohibited to avoid any accidents and to preserve the cleanness of the sand. While enjoying your drinks, please drink responsibly, as excessive drinking or even irresponsible behavior may result in fines. And additionally, be extra cautious during events that are hosted on the beach, during holidays, and even during spring break periods when the alcohol consumption is typically higher. Observing these guidelines helps maintain a safe and pleasant environment for all the beachgoers, and this mindful approach really ensures that everyone can continue to enjoy the beach atmosphere without undue risk. So I just touched on the alcohol guidelines, and I want to move into the regulation regarding fires on the beach. Now, understanding these rules really helps prevent accidents and ensures that everyone can have a pleasant and safe experience on the beach. And for those who are planning to enjoy a fire on the beach, here are some guidelines to ensure everyone's safety and to protect the environment. You can have contained fires. They are allowed in grills or in self-contained fire pits, but they must be positioned safely away from the vegetation and the dunes. You can have small fires on the beach as long as they do not exceed 3 feet in depth, width, or height, and it is important that all fires must be completely put out before you leave to prevent any risk of spreading. Now, please note that bonfires and fireworks are strictly prohibited due to safety and environmental concerns. As I move from talking about fire safety, I want to talk about bringing your furry friends to the beach. So for those who are planning to enjoy the beach with your pets, it's important to follow some basic rules to ensure the safety and enjoyment of all the beachgoers and even your pets. Your pet needs to be on a leash at all times and remain under your control. Additionally, it's crucial to clean up after your pets using the waste stations provided along the beach. Adhering to these guidelines helps keep our beaches clean and safe for everyone, including our four-legged family members. So I just talked about the pet policies, and I want to give you a closer look at the flag warning system, which is very vital for your safety at the beach, especially if you plan to get into the ocean. Now, this system uses different colored flags to show you the water conditions, starting with the green flag, which means that the water is calm, but you should still be careful when getting into the ocean. And next up is the yellow flag, meaning that the water has moderate waves or currents, so be a little more cautious when going in. And then the red flag warns you that there is a heavy surf and that the currents are strong. So when it is a red flag, it's recommended to stay within waist height in the water. And then purple flags are used to let you know that there might be some dangerous marine life nearby. And lastly, that orange flag is letting you know that there is an environmental warning for the air or even the water quality. And understanding what these flags mean will help you keep you and your family safe while you enjoy your beach trip. Now that I talked about the flag warning system for water safety, I want to get into another crucial aspect of beach etiquette, which is keeping our beaches clean, because Port Aransas takes a lot of pride in its clean and beautiful beaches, which is made possible through everyone's cooperation. And trash must be properly disposed of either in the bins provided on the beach or by taking your trash off the beach and throwing it away when you get home. You'll find that trash bins are placed every 250 feet along the city beaches, which really makes it convenient to discard your trash. And to help you clean up your trash, the city provides you with free yellow reusable litter bags in big blue boxes along the beach. And there are around 20 of these boxes, so grabbing one as you arrive is easy and it helps ensure that the beach stays clean. And remember, if you are caught littering on the beach, there will be fines that will be issued to you. So let's do our part and keep Port Aransas beaches beautiful. So I just discussed how we can all help keep our beaches clean by properly disposing of the trash. Now, I want to switch over to a popular beach activity, which is fishing. And fishing here in Port Aransas requires a valid Texas fishing license. And if you have children under the age of 17, they do not need a license to fish. And if you are planning to fish here in the saltwater, here's what you're going to need to know about the license cost. Now, Texas residents will pay around $35 for an annual license, and residents that are 65 and older will pay around $17, and non-Texas residents will pay $63 for a license. Now, these licenses are valid from the date of purchase until August 31st of the same year. Now, make sure that you're equipped with the right license to enjoy fishing along our beautiful coast, and that way you don't get in trouble with the game warden if they happen to come up to you and see what you're doing. So I just covered the fishing license requirements, and I want to get into some other exciting activities that you can enjoy on Port Aransas Beach. And if you are into treasure hunting, metal detecting is allowed, but please be careful not to damage any historic sites or the turtle nest. Now, for those who love the water, activities like surfing, kayaking, paddleboarding, kite surfing are very popular, but please remember to stay within the designated safety zones to ensure everyone's safety. And additionally, if you have kids, there are many local shops that offer sand and water toys to enhance their beach day. And if you are interested in building sandcastles, there is a local business that offers sandcastle lessons, which can be a fun and creative activity for the entire family. In this video, I covered all the essential beach rules and the guidelines for Port Aransas, from understanding local speed limits and parking requirements to the specifics of overnight camping and vehicle limitations. I also discussed the importance of following alcohol guidelines and the need to adhere to the flag warning system for your safety. Now, this guide is designed to ensure that you have a safe and enjoyable experience on the beaches of Port Aransas, whether you're planning to relax, fish, or simply enjoy the beautiful coastal scenery. These tips will help you navigate the local regulations with ease. And if you need more information or have any questions about the beach or the real estate in the area, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this guide helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. Give this video a like and click that notification bell so that way you can stay updated on all the weekly content that I put out about the coastal bend. Once again, I'm Lezli Milner, and I'll see you in the next video.